good, guys? It's your boy, Kid Ginger Vlogs. And I'm just doing a video a little bit different this week. I want to do it this way because I don't want to do like a normal vlog where I talk about what we're doing, what I'm going to do, where I'm going, all that kind of stuff. I want to do a video this way this week, which is basically just explaining a couple of things like, do you ever get the urge or the feeling to like want to go out and just have a beer with some random people and just not worry about anything? Like, because recently I've had the urge, right? Obviously I drink at home and everything like that. I do go out here and there, depending on where I am, with family members and everything like that. But the urge I get is to just like, and it's not an urge like a desperate need. It's just an urge like, I just want to go out and be like old times, you know? Because I feel like ever since 2021, like since COVID, like all before that, like relationship I had and everything like that, I almost feel like my life's kind of like not gone downhill, but it just feels like it hasn't gone and carried on the way it was carrying on. And I don't know why. I don't know why I feel like that. And I don't know why I feel like this, but you know, just like old times, like where you just go out, have a few beers, you don't worry about anything, you just enjoy yourself. That's kind of what I want, but it's difficult in my scenario, in my situation, because some of the people I obviously don't talk to anymore, like my brother and other family members I've just kind of distanced myself from. Not through anything they've done and not through anything that I've done. It's just, I just feel like I go work, I come home, I have my weekend, I go out, I do my shopping, I spend most of my time with the dog, and then I just go for a little drive here and there. But then I just kind of hit like a roadblock where I'm just like, I can't be asked to do anything. And I don't know what it is. I don't know why I feel like it, but I just feel like I'm just stuck in this like constant loop. Like every weekend comes about and then all of a sudden it's like, it's the same thing. It's just repeating itself. Like, but I wish I could just go out there and just like talk to the people that I used to talk to and just be like, you know what? Forget everything, but I can't. Like, and also it's got to be the same for them. I'm not like talking for them, but what I feel, it's got to be similar or the same for them. Now, I do, in a way, like kind of wish I never caught COVID in the first place, because COVID was a bad time. I did go through a lot. 1 second. It keeps on doing it. I'm trying to focus myself on you guys. Yeah, COVID was a bad time and I did go through a lot, and also a lot of things happened during COVID, like my ex-relationship, everything like that. It was all just too much to go into basically for this one. But it was a lot. And it wasn't my family's fault, the relationship, how it ended or anything like that. It was just, I moved out of my mum's house. I was with this girl for like a year and a half. Things went downhill really bad. I went through a struggle then once we broke up. I mean, those of you that know. Those of you that don't, you don't need to worry too much about it. But I won that. I won that fight at the end. I'm still here today. And it's just one of them things, right? You know, life puts you on the back foot. And that's how I feel. Ever since COVID, I just feel like I've been on the back foot. And I don't know why, but I just feel like I can't get over what 2021 to now has kind of done. And it's not holding grudges or anything like that. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I can't get over everything that's gone on. Like even friends that we used to have on the vlogs, even for them to make comment or say something about something they know nothing about, that had no issue of them knowing anything about. Like, I don't know. I just don't get it. Like, I feel like I did the right thing. Like, I took the step away from them, as I did with most of the family, the ones that went and sided with the other side. I did that through my own volition. I did that because I wanted to do that. Not because I was forced or had to, or because another family said, do this, do that. I did that off my own back, and it's just, I don't know. I'm not drunk. I have had one cider, but I just wanted to make this video today to kind of say, like, you know, just how you feel, because I feel like this is what the world does nowadays. Like, we just sit there bottling up the problem and not answering it. And I know this is different rather than talking to people face to face, and some people are better doing this to a camera or to you guys watching than they are talking to the person or to the people, because the people will try and make amends or try and make comment or try and change what you're trying to put across. The thing is, when you're talking to a camera, is you can't have them interruptions. I mean, the only interruptions you'd get is if your phone rang or someone knocked on the door quickly or whatever, but we're not going to get that. And the thing I'm trying to get to is doing things the way I've done it. This way, I chose to back off from my own brother, the two that used to come down, the couple that I used to do the graveyard vlogs with. I backed off from them from a comment that they made, not through any fault of their own, but it was just how I thought, you know, why have you said that? And then even extended family that I still have contact with now, like, we're going through a lot as a family. Like, not just myself with this situation, like, we've got extended stuff. Like, if you guys haven't seen, I put it on my Twitter page. Go check it out. There's a GoFundMe on there for my nephew. I don't really talk a lot about that. Not because I don't support him. I support him 100%. But it's because it's my sister and her husband, and I'm just trying to be the supportive family member there for that. That's why I don't kind of push it out there too much, because I don't know how much publicity they want, or if they want any at all. Like, they have been in the newspapers, they have been on the TV recently, but it's different, you know? That's their thing that they're going through. That's different to this. What I'm talking about is, like, it's not even about being lonely. It's just, I feel like I'm so pushed away, even though I'm the one that's took the step back. I feel like so pushed out from everything. Like, even what I want to do, like when I want to go and see people or go and do things, I feel like I'm the one so pushed out, even though it's not a feeling to have. That's just how I feel. And ever since this relationship that I had with this girl, I'm going back to what I said a second ago. Ever since this relationship that I had with this girl from 2021, I met her in 2020 till 2021. You guys have seen that video where I did I met the devil I fell for, all that. That's all in there. That describes what that relationship was like. But ever since I met her, I just feel like, and then going into COVID, like, the world's just kind of gone upside down. I don't know, like, what's happened. I just feel like my world and my family's world have kind of been turned upside down a little bit. Like, because since that, there's just been nothing but problems or extra issues that we've not needed in the family. And I'll tell you now, one of the things in life that I learned is never to trust anybody, and I never do. I never will. And I still don't to this day. I never trust a soul on this planet. I don't even trust myself. And I've stuck by that motto for my whole life. Don't trust anybody. Because you might say to yourself, you're going to not do something. Like I did. I'm not going to drink for the rest of the year. And I went back on that. Or you might say, you know, you're going to start being healthy this year. You're going to start doing this. You're going to start changing. And then you don't. You can't trust a person's word against a person's motives. That's one of the things I'm trying to say. And the same with myself. I don't trust myself to... I'm strong-willed, but I don't trust myself to say, I'm going to stop that. Like, I'm going to not drink, and then not have the ambition or the urge to want to have a drink as well. And, like, that's kind of why I went back on the drink a little bit, because not that I was missing it. I'm just in this circle now. I'm just going round. That's how I feel. I literally feel like I'm just going round and round in a circle. Like, this is the longest. This is another thing. My hair, like my hair. This is the longest. Look at this. The longest I've let my hair grow ever since I used to have long hair. That's how big my head is. It broke the hat open. But, yeah, this is the longest I've let my hair grow, because I just can't be bothered to go get it cut. Like, I cannot be bothered to go get my hair cut. I cannot be bothered to... I wouldn't say it's being lazy. I just can't be bothered, like, because of everything that's going on. And it's just really weird, man. Like, I find myself... I do the streams, I do the vlogs. I'm sat here now doing this. And I just find myself, like, I want to do something. But then I'm like, I don't. Like, it's really weird. Like, I find myself like, I want to do something. I want to go out. I want to see people. Like, I want to drink with them old people. But I just know in my head, Like, I'm like, I don't want to go back on what I've done because, I don't know. It's just not part of me. It's the old me. Whereas now, it's like, like I just said, I wouldn't say I'm lonely. I just miss the past, how things used to be. And it's not you brought it on yourself or anything like that, because I don't feel like I brought this on myself. It's just kind of how I'm taking everything and what I'm doing. It's just literally me going, you know what? It is what it is. I can't be bothered. That's just how I feel about everything, man. And then when I do want to do something, I don't have the energy or the urge to like be excited for what's coming or like, you know, I don't look forward to it. That's just how I feel about it. And it's really weird. Like, but it's not just lockdown. It's not just a relationship. It's a lot of things. Like, I think the current situation with everything, and I don't talk about politics or what's going on in the world because I don't care about none of that stuff. But I just feel like the world is just part of that problem. Like everything, man, is part of that problem. And no amount of drink, work, driving, spending time with my dog, no amount of any of that is going to take away. And I don't think I'm the only one that feels like this. I think there's a lot of people that feel lost and they kind of miss that feeling of lockdown. Like, I don't miss lockdown. I don't miss my ex. I don't miss how I felt. I don't miss having COVID. I don't miss nearly dying and coming back. But I just miss what the past was, you know? Like having my brother in my life, other people that I cared about in my life. And in a way, it's like you can't make everybody happy. Like, you try your best with your mum, but then your stepdad's unhappy. You try your best with your sister, but then your older brother's unhappy. You try your best with your older brother, but then your younger sister's unhappy. And it's just, that's how I feel. I feel like it's like a circle, like you can't make everybody happy all the time. And that's just me saying that as a person, like, and I'm doing this because I want people to understand, like, because I don't think people know, truly, who know me, how I feel. And you guys at home that have watched these vlogs, you know when I talk about stuff, how passionate I am and how I get into things. Whether that's playing my games, spending time with my dog. Because I don't have no ambition, I don't have no goals, you know. I don't want to become this, that, or anything like that. If I become popular, I become popular, but it's not something I'm chasing. If I become famous, it's not something I want because I'm a bit claustrophobic and I don't really like people. But if it's something that happens overnight, like where I hit a random thing one day on one of the videos and it just goes boom through the sky and it makes my popularity boost, then that's something that I can't help. That's something that happens, you know? But I just feel like ever since 2020, 2021, COVID time, that's when this world of mine and the families just started falling in. Like, because I know there's other members of my family that have had issues happen since COVID. I've had issues happen since COVID, since my relationship ended, since everything. My sister, my youngest one, now my nephew, we're having things happen there. And I just feel like the world just isn't improving that. Like, with what's going on everywhere, I'm talking about, like the whole world in general. I just feel like that's not improving any situations. Not that it'll help this situation, but I think constant stress, just, I don't know. It's just weird, man. Like, I know I always mention like things about my hair and everything like that, and like it's growing back, it's doing this, it's doing that. I've noticed my hair's thinning. I've noticed all this stuff's happening. And I'm like, you know, that's another thing. It's not an insecurity of me because I don't mind going bald. I've been bald before, but it's just one of those things like stress. I'm not worried, but like stress, all that lot, it adds up, man. And I'll be honest with you, since 2021, when I was made redundant from my job, I told you guys about that. We went through the journey on the vlogs. I was made redundant after 7 years of being in a company. Somewhere I thought I was going to be there for a long time, like years and years. And then I got made redundant, unfortunately. I was one of those staff members. But a lot of that was down to having COVID, having a lot of time off, my partner at the time breaking up with me having to go back and forth to everywhere that I had to go to deal with that. And then it was just one of them things, man. I was bouncing. I was in and out of jobs constantly. Like, I couldn't stay in a job for more than 6 months. And I'm even at that stage now, like where I've been at my current job nearly 6 months. And I'm like, I don't want to leave, but I just have days there where I'm like, I don't want to be here. Like, I want to go home. Like, I don't want to be around all these people. Not that they've done anything wrong. I'm just like, I need to go. I need to be in my own little space. I need to be in my room. But then that's another thing. I hate being stuck up here. This is where I am now. I'm in my bedroom. This is the green screen room where we do the vlogs and the live streams and other bits. But I just feel like I'm in a box with 4 walls, a roof and a lid, and I can't get out. Even though I know I could just go and open the front door, jump in my car, go for a drive. I can go get myself food. I can do whatever. It's Sunday, but I'm making this for Saturday. But that's just how I feel, man. And I felt like this for like ages now. Like, even to the point, like, I get angry, like frustrated, not at people. I get frustrated because I feel trapped. And I'm not trapped. I'm just like, I'm in this room. I'm in this corner. Like, and I've, all my life, right? This is a true story, guys. All my life, I've fought to get out of this corner. All my life. And it's not about money, people, scenarios, situations, or where I live. I'm just in this corner. And I'm constantly in this corner. No matter if I get out this corner once or twice, I'm still in the corner, regardless of being out of it. And it's something there with me that is just one of them things. Like, I don't think it's ever going to go away. And it's just one of those, you know, like the trust thing, feeling like locked in, feeling trapped. I'm not trapped. You know, I could easily like stop this video now, walk out the door, walk outside, go where I want, do what I want, you know, go work tomorrow, finish work, do what I want after that. But it's just like, I'm also in that mindset of I don't want to. Like, it's really weird, man. Like, I don't get it. Like I was just saying, I've never been one of these guys that's gone more than 3 weeks without a haircut. I did used to have long hair years ago, and then I cut it all off. But now, I've not gone more than 3 weeks without a haircut. I think this is coming up to like 2 months. Like, it's ridiculous. And I know this video is a different one compared to last week's one. I was complaining about Man United and everything last week. But this one this week, I just want to say, like, and put it out there, like, there's not like no one I can't talk to, but there's no one I can talk to because, like I said a second ago, I feel like they're just going to like coat it over. And it's not them being horrible or mean. That's just how people try and help. Like, I know that. I realise that in the world. People try and help you by just giving you a bit of advice. Sometimes the advice is good. Sometimes the advice is not so good. But it's like, it's just the world in general, isn't it? Like, what can you do? What can you say? And that is just literally how I feel sometimes. Like, and it's no one's fault. It is literally nobody's fault. The only person's fault that it is the one that's feeling like that. I guess you could say myself. But I don't know why I feel like this. And I don't know. I feel like I'm still going to be doing this like months, years down the line. And that don't mean I'm going to do anything to myself. Like, I'm not a danger. I'm not going to take something and hurt myself. I'm not going to take my life. I'm not going to do anything like that. I just feel like I'm just in this little bubble that I can't break through. And it's weird, man. Like, I spoke about it as well, like to myself, like in my head, you know, when you're sitting there with your thoughts, I spoke about it like, would getting away from everybody be the solution? Would just leaving the country, going to another one, be the question, be the answer to the question? Would it be like, just leave England, just go somewhere else, you know, start again? Like, leave your family, leave everything behind, everything. Start again. Would that be the solution? At 35 years old, like, would it be? Because then I've only got, say, another 35, 45 years to make what the last 35 have done. And it's weird, man. Like, it's a weird feeling because I've had a lot of things happen, man. Growing up, through my teenage years, like, no one really picked on me. When I go out, I've had a couple of fights and that I've won. Some that I've nearly not won, but I'm not, that's another thing. I'm not a vicious person. I'm not a fighter, but I can defend myself. But I've just had a battle growing up, man. Like, everybody's always had an issue with me. And I'm one of these guys, like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care what your issue is. You just don't like me because I just get on with things. But on the top of that, That's how I feel. I know there's something that whoever it is wants to do or try to make me feel smaller for, and it just doesn't work. Like, I don't care if people say whatever about me. I don't care if you call me by my hair colour, by my skin colour, by my weight, by my glasses, by whatever. The fact that, oh, he's only got 130 subscribers. None of that to me is nothing. That doesn't mean anything. Like, my subscribers mean a lot, but that is just name calling. Like, it's nothing to me. That's not going to hurt me. That's not going to offend me. I'm just going to go, well, you know what? I still work. I still do everything a normal person would do. I just battle these other things on my own. And I've not got mental health or anything like that. It's just how I feel, man. It's really weird. And I know for years and years I've been told, oh, you've got this problem, you've got that problem. People that want me to believe, because it's easier to say you've got something rather than just to say, I'm unhappy about something. And that's what people do, right? And they say, oh, have you been checked out for this? Have you been checked out for that? Maybe you've got this, maybe you've got that, without actually knowing that maybe you're just unhappy. And it's going to take you a little while. And it's not depression, because I've had depression. I've had tablets for that years ago. And I'll be honest with you, you can get through any illness or any shortcomings by not having medicine. You don't need medication to make that thing right, because all that's doing is masking the problem. And that's what I found, because I had a partner at the time, and certain medications mean you can't do stuff together as a couple and everything like that. And then that also frustrates you a little bit and everything like that. But it's not even that. I don't even want a partner. I don't want like sexual activity. I don't want any of that. I'm not even thinking or contemplating about any of that. I don't care about that. That is like the last thing on my mind. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy to feel like the way I feel, but it's not a depressive state. It's not anything. I just feel like everything's just repeating itself. Like, I wake up Monday to Friday, I go to work. Saturday and Sunday, I get 2 days off. And then I go back to work again. And I just feel like it's rinse and repeat. And I know that's the same for most people. But then your home life, things like that, what's going on at home, everything else on top of that, like, it's crazy, like. And it isn't nothing to do with having funds, because I've got enough money. I've got enough of what I've got enough of beer. I've got enough of what I need. It's nothing to do with any of that. It's not, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just in my head, maybe it's just loneliness, but I don't know if it is loneliness. It could be anything, really. But I just don't know. I don't feel lonely. That's the thing. I feel like people don't do things, but then I also realise that there's other things going on at the minute currently with people that they can't help because they're going through that to help that situation out. But it's not that. Even when I get invited to go places, I'm like, I don't want to go there. Like, I really don't want to go there. And it's not certain people or set people or anything like that. It's just, I just feel like wherever I go, I'm just like down. Like, it's weird, but I'm not upset or sad or anything like that. It's just, I feel like I don't want to be there. Even though it's took me out of the situation or the scene where I'm in, like my bedroom or from whatever, work, took me out of that scenario. I still feel like I don't want to be there. And like, I want to be on my own. And I've always been like this. I've always been a guy that's done things on his own, like whether it's a project, building something or making something. Like, you guys know, I do my Photoshop, my editing, I do all this stuff. Like, I make all these things and I do all these other random things off the camera. And I've always been a guy that's done that alone, because I don't require help or anyone's intervention to help me do it. It's just something I've always done. Like, I've always been like a solo person. Like, I've always been able to do everything on my own. Unless it was like, you know, in a work scenario where you've got to work with people. That's a different matter. But anything personal, anything that I've wanted to achieve, I've managed to do. It's ridiculous, like driving, all that stuff. Whether it meant like making a database for a game or something. I've always managed to strive and do it on my own. Whether it's took me 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. I've always done it, like, you know, same as driving. I did all that on my own. I passed my theory test first time, my driving test first time. And it was one of these things, right, where I just had to do it because I wanted to do it. And it was like 6 months of just constant driving. And then that was it. After 6 months, I did everything. I mean, I've been driving, coming up to nearly 11 years, I think I'm in now, my 11th year. And I've enjoyed that, you know. But for years and years before that, I know people were like, you'll never drive, you'll never do this. People think or thought I was thick, I was stupid. I didn't have the brain, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, I can't remember. I don't know how things work. But the thing is, I work in a way of how it works for me. It's not, what's the word? OCD, that's the word. It's not OCD, it's I work in a way that I know it'll work, and then the result will be the result when it's finished. That is literally how I know it'll work. And people will go, he's never going to amount to anything, he's never going to be this, he's never going to be that. The thing is, I've done a lot of things in my life. I'm good at saving. I don't spend a lot of money. I'm good at all this other stuff. I know people out there that live month to month. They'll get paid on a Friday at the end of the month and they'll be skimped by the second week of the next month. And it's how can you do that? And it's because most of these people can't save. They've got no ability to do this, do that. Some of those people are wasteful, but me, myself, unless I need something, I won't buy it, you know? It was like my setup, my gaming setup. I wanted to do streaming, so I went out and I brought the things I needed to do for that. This camera, the monitor, the PS5, the laptop, the microphone, the lighting, everything. I brought all that because I knew that's something I wanted to do. And again, that was something else I learned how to do. I was intrigued by streamers. I was like, how do they do that? How do they do this? And it's can I do that? And I literally went out and did it. And that's what I was talking about a second ago, where people think, I know it's not major breakthroughs or not anything, whatever, but I didn't ask for anybody's help on how you set this up or how you do this, how you do that. I did it myself just by plugging it in and seeing, does it work, does it not work? You guys have seen me when I've gone live, when I've done the vlogs even. Is it working? Can you hear the microphone? Can you hear me? Can you see me? It's all this stuff, it's random. And I know these little things are only little things in the world, but to some people, the littlest thing can be the biggest. Not for me personally, but there's people out there that where something so minor or minute has gone on and it's changed their whole day, their whole week, their whole life. And it's well, it was just one day. What's the issue? Why have you gone so... And you can't answer it. You're not that person. You don't know why it's gone that way. They don't know why it's gone that way, but that's how it's gone. And it's just crazy, man. Crazy to think. My situation is different to so many others out there. And I know there's people out there that want to become something. People that want to do stuff. I've always said this, right? And I always will say this. You can be anything in the world, right? Whether it's a streamer, a vlogger, a celebrity, or someone that's just good at numbers, running a warehouse, running a business, running a shop. You can always be something. Whether you're just face-to-face communicating with people, you can always be someone, right? And I've always said this. People's words mean nothing. Whether you're in that customer service space or you're getting a review. People's words mean nothing because that one good word is good. But then you could have 10 bad words, which could then overshadow that one good word. And I know there's people out there like that. People out there like that where they get a bit hearty. And it takes them back a little bit. I've been there before where I've done a good job and someone's took credit for it. And I'm like, you've not done anything. I'm the one that's done that with these workers. You're not the guy that's done that. And that is what kind of drives me as a person to not worry about taking credit for something. Just do a good job, because the people that know you're doing a good job are the people that see it. They're the people that go, you know what? This guy's doing a good job. Where I am now, I've been told, I'm not one of the best. I'm part of a team. But my numbers are great. And everything like that. I'm part of that team. I don't want to be number one. I'm not aiming to be number one. Me as a person, yes, I like to be number one. But I'm not aiming to be number one, right? That's just me. That's how I am. That's my mentality. I always strive to be number one. Even though I don't want to actually be number one. That's just my mentality as a person. So the be all and end all of this conversation today, because I'm going to round it up a little bit, is no matter what's happening, like even now, it feels good to get this out, to have this little chat with you guys, because I feel like it's no cuts, no edits, no nothing. It's just literally me being honest with you. This is a full, uncut version of what you're seeing right now. Other than a couple of bits here and there, where I've edited the front and the end of it because I've got my camera to turn on and off. You guys are seeing a full, uninterrupted version of myself. But to round up, like I was just saying, no matter what's happening, right? No matter whether it's today, tomorrow, next year, this year, currently going on, we've still got a few months left of this year. Just live each day, man. I know you're going to be unhappy or happy each day. There's going to be things that get you up, get you down. Things that get you excited, things that don't get you excited. And that is just the world. That is how the world is. My situation is my situation. Yours are different. And I know there's some of you out there that don't think or have these thoughts or speak like this or even have the mentality of feeling down or happy or whatever, because you just kind of just get on with the world, you know? And I appreciate that. I know there's people out there that just don't, I don't want to kind of swear, but there's people out there that don't give a fuck. And that's kind of a good mentality to have. Like, what happens, happens. I get that. I know there's people out there like that, and it's brilliant. Be yourself. And that's what I encourage, man. Be yourself the most, and just do whatever you want. But that is going to be it today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. It's been your boy, Kid Ginger Vlogs. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next vlog. Peace.